work, for streaming at least. So I guess they kind of closed some of the ports and stuff. A moment, maybe I'll get it a bit better. Yeah, we kind of already have like a time limit sort of. We ended kind of earlier today, but they also like started like cutting us out faster, sadly. Well, it doesn't much though. So bad, so bad. I'll show as much as I can. I'm gonna finish the shower and get somewhat dressed. And he's gonna be like a cameraman. I'm just gonna like dip in the water, and then I need to shower myself after. And I can't really show, right? So. That they're gonna like already ask us to peace out earlier because we entered a bit earlier, and I thought it was kind of like fine, right? Since all good. I got in earlier, all good, but I guess not that good. The natural pixelation, yeah, it's all censored already. Huh? No, ты, убрано, не боись. All Gucci. I'm just gonna get dressed, at least partially, and all good, eh? Ты. Так пока. Online. Alright, пока. Alright. So, yeah, we'll see. I hope it will actually even work. I'm just gonna show you how it all looks even. This is the sulfur hot. This one is the hot water. You dip into this, and then you can go and get in the cold water. There it is. And yeah, that's the dome. Connection doesn't really go through, sadly. You can like the hammam thing. You can get some massage and stuff. This is the shower. And just dry. No water, please. So that's pretty much how it is. You can see right now there. Ну, просто, да, подержи. something. All right, 1 second then. Так, сейчас. Alright, guys, we'll do this. Далеко особенно. Сейчас я секундочку сниму. Alright, maybe we can do it this way, maybe. My friend is outside, we're already leaving. So yeah, once again, the hot sulfur one, where I went first. The cold one, smaller one. And then you have the sauna. Just the dry one, showers. That's basically it. Yeah, okay, not the best logistics. If I would know the connection is that bad. If I would know. Alright. Well, and the toilet, of course. Oh, your полотенце. Towel goes in here. There we go. Alright, we're good. We're good. Now. There we go. We'll just go in the bathtubs and stuff, in the bath stuff. Okay, one moment. Давай здесь я зачехлюсь. Так, там у меня что ты говорил, резинка? Петля на мне, резинку я взял, да, вроде. One moment, just gonna put my setup on. Так. Alright, 1 second. They actually have Wi-Fi, you know what? They do have it. The problem is, it was not good. For whatever reason. It was not good. Yeah, it's just like our bath is basically like the very last one. Like in the corridor, so it's like the deepest one in the building, you know. Alright. Didn't really have time to dry my hair. So that's gonna be interesting. Alright, so I hope you managed at least to catch the glimpse of that. Bad range in many users could be, yeah. Alright, 1 second, just gonna sort out all my stuff. Может, подойди, скажи, что мы все типа. Technically, we weren't that in a rush, really, honestly. Alright. A little cozy, nice. Alright, good. At least you managed to catch some. Didn't catch my dip, I guess, a little bit. I did a little bit of dipping. 1 second, just putting the phone in the holder. And we technically had time still. Which we should, Which we should. It was not the best idea to put this thing on my arm and then phone in, but fine, I managed. I still managed. Alright, gonna drink some water. Oh, quack with the streak, thank you, man, thank you. Alright, 1 moment. Что там битком, да? Блин, куда вам мне ее пристроить, эту бутылочку? Да, в руках. Ну, больше сейчас в кафе, если пойдем, то как бы вроде с бутылочкой со своей, типа такое. Да нет, ну, может. А боковой у тебя есть? А, у меня, кстати, боковой есть. Смотри, там пусто сейчас. Там должно быть пусто. А, все, понял. Alright. Фу. Ага, давай. Whew. Hello guys, good morning. It's gonna put the hoodie on, I guess. The hood, rather, not the hoodie. Hoodie is already on. 1 moment. Some
Whew, all right, good, huh? Whew. It's getting the hood on because it's actually kind of cold, especially after Uzbekistan, you know. So yeah, we're in, like the most distant one there. So internet was even worse than it could be in other ones, maybe. All right, whew. Done. Спасибо, до свидания. Whew. Well, at least you could see some of it. Could you see my insane dipping there, at least partially? Or it was too much, too pixelated? Yeah, it kind of sucked that like the Wi-Fi is dog shit here. I was kind of hoping maybe that will save us. Ну, что-то видно было, но не очень. Не, когда сейчас я показал, ну, хотя бы можно было видеть что-то, когда в коридоре ты стоял с портфелем, там хотя бы ловило. Так что, at least you guys saw the sulfur bots themselves. Maybe without me dipping there. So we went through some Pipega Fiesta just to show you a bunch of pixels there. I washed my tank top in the sulfur water. Now it's gonna be interesting, you know, washing it. To remove all the... We probably also kind of smell like, you know, like sulfur right now. Like rotten eggs. Even though I did shower after real quick, but the pixelation was pretty bad, I see. Well, at least you managed to see something. Well, at least I show you the main thing. So like it was actually really cool though. 1 hour, well, if you don't stream, then 1 hour is fine. It's just that like I said 8:45 I'm gonna start, right? So like 8:30 something. I went already to prepare everything. Started at like 8:45 as planned. But yeah, because we got in earlier, that wasn't the bonus time. They still kind of asked us also out a little earlier. Even though, to be honest, I think they kind of just... It was like just 5 minutes, I think. So, 1 second. Wait. Shoelaces. I think it was just the 5 minutes or something earlier in the end. So we kind of got a bit too rushed, too panicked. It wouldn't be that bad otherwise. The boss looked nice. All right, nice. At least you saw that. That's good. I'm trying to like, fix my shoes because I was like getting everything on very fast, but we rushed too much. Yeah, for streaming and stuff you need to go longer, but the problem is there would be like no connection, so we would be there longer, but it would be pointless longer. So good thing I managed to show you all the stuff in the end. Anyway, my shit couldn't connect to my friend's also Wi-Fi. That actually sucks. I need to figure how to deal with that better. So I can yoink some Wi-Fi that way. Otherwise it kinda sucks. We'll see. Actually, I guess I kinda have an idea how to deal with this tomorrow. So tomorrow we're already going to Armenia. Слушай, я хотел же перчаточку посмотреть. Интересно, где можно здесь? Но здесь не похоже, да. Споря тоже не было. Yeah, I want to get like there's like a special like glove that you use in the shower for kind of like peeling and everything. Там ресторан. I just wonder where the store. Там вот похоже какой-то сувенирный есть. So I want to get that glove, you know, to use. Like I don't know what's the proper English name for that. Like we call it machalka. Basically, just kind of like this like coarse, you know, like some natural cloth or something that you use in shower and in the baths. And this, by the way, all the baths too. Use it to scrub yourself well. Yeah, this is how the baths look. That's this other baths. There's plenty of different baths, different price. Like the one we've been to is kind of like the best one, most expensive one. And well, as you can see, in the end there was kind of no difference though. Lufa, I see, alright. some souvenir one. I don't know if they have that stuff in the souvenir ones. And maybe, I wonder.
Потом решала платежи и так далее, и этим же. Она написала письмо, долго с одним не могу испариться. Они встречались.
Здравствуйте.
Здравствуйте.
А у вас есть вот мочалки вот эти киси?
У них у входа есть.
У входа, да?
Пятый
С пятой входа. Ага, спасибо большое.
Это магазин сувениров художников.
А, хорошо. Пойдем возле входа в баню где-то должно быть. У входа в пятую баню. Какая из них здесь пятая? Интересный вопрос. Special plov to scrub yourself. Oh, that's the one way to do it, I guess. Exfoliating towel, alright. Well, ours usually don't look like towel. It's kind of like, well, I will show this thing. А, может, вот там? Нет, не знаю. It should be like the entrance to one of the... That's a royal bath. That doesn't seem like the fifth one. Гуло. Может, вот там есть? Вон тоже вроде магазинов. Там магазинчиков много. Alright, let's see there maybe. Yeah, when I was here last time, I forgot to buy it. And now I remembered. They use them in like kind of spa. You can order, you know, like some spa session when you are in that bath thingy, which we kind of didn't because didn't really have that much time and all. Maybe here can go ask. Здравствуйте. А у вас мочалки есть вот эти киси, как сегодня? Нет, не продаете?
Это в бане будет.
Прям у них надо спрашивать? А, понял. I guess we just can ask in the reception maybe. Прямо у них прям спросим. Hey, Ryan Janelo, how we doing, man? There are people there though, but fine. I guess we'll wait a bit. I'm just gonna ask them. Прошу прощения, можно знать, а мочалку просто от киси можно как сувенир купить? Мочалку от киси можно купить просто как сувенир?
Да, конечно.
Сколько она будет?
20 лэш.
20 лайт. Там на кассе, да?
С кэшем будете платить или...
Кэшем?
Хорошо. Я вот так.
А, да, давайте. Maybe I'll get two. А можно две? Можно две?
А, две, хорошо.
Yeah, that's all the supplies. Better just buying this. Ага, спасибо большое. $20, но... Ну, посмотрим. Мне кажется, наверное, можно было дешевле достать, но... Alright, so this is how this looks. Well, bag, get out. This is how it looks. Camera, show it. The Mega Scrub Glow. So with this thing, they do you the massage, the spine peeling. So I'm gonna be using that in the bath. Feels good, man. Your own insane spa. You know, it's 20 lari, so like $6, a bit more than 6, which is probably overpaying for what it is, but you know, at least that's a useful souvenir, I guess. Let's put it that way. Спасибо. I don't know for how long will it survive, of course. Well, I really like this, like the whole district here, man. So it became like very touristic though, but it's really cool. You know, like everything. There's some views, the church, all these like multi-layered buildings all over the place. There's the river down there that I showed yesterday. I can show again. You go follow that river, you're gonna get to the waterfall. Yeah, that's the building of the bus itself. There it is. Like we haven't left Uzbekistan, you know. It's still with us. Yeah, and that's the roofs of those bus. There's plenty of them. There's like 10 different ones or something. The public ones, which obviously I can't really visit on stream. And actually kind of, I don't know, but I do kind of feel, you know, like lighter, you know, right now after all the bathing. Like my legs actually feel kind of like lighter and better with all these shoes and everything. They feel good after sitting in some sulfur bath. But yeah, you can just like that one where we've been to is for up to 6 people. It is Steve calculated yesterday. It's like €65 per 1 hour. So like for 2 people, that's obviously kind of much, but you know. Got the experience at least. Next times we can get like the cheaper ones or even go in the public one. If it's not streaming, then whatever. But at least I managed to show a little bit of it. The public one is like a couple bucks, like $3 or something, and you go and you're not limited in time, like as long as you want. So if you want like the ink experience, you go. But that's, you know, if you're ready for most likely the usual classic, you know, public bathing experience. So it's just gonna be a bunch of naked dudes and just enjoying the smelly sulfur water together, you know. Maybe not for everyone. We in Russia kind of used to it. We do have saunas, banya, which back in my day we were going like the whole groups of people, the whole families. Well, usually it's kind of like, you know, when you're young you go with your parents and stuff. When you grow up already, you know, then you already go boys only, usually with some adults. Well, usually it was like my uncle, both my uncles and me, and one of the uncle's father, who was the overseeing the process. Because like, well, both my uncles are, you know, like 5 years older than me, not that much. Alright, so we're gonna probably go to the same place as yesterday to grab some food, because I haven't had anything since morning. Well, in the morning we haven't had anything. So we're gonna go grab food again now and then go for a walk. It's gonna be kind of breakfast. Haven't had anything in the morning because yesterday after no sleep day and all the travels, I was just kind of like, well, I'm gonna post some photos, I'm gonna post the announcement in Discord, and I laid in bed because like, well, you don't really have like some dang places to sit in the hotel, and that was a big mistake. Because first I was just kind of like, you know, dipping into sleep a little, and then it was just kind of like, at some point I didn't come back from one of those dips, So basically, I was sleeping, I don't know, for like 10 hours probably or something. Traveling is not the best activity. Kamajoba. Anyway, where should we sit today? Может там? Там есть? О, давайте здесь. Oh, perfect. Little cabins here. Hope connection will be fine here. Yeah, this is the only downside is there's no pictures in the menu. I wonder if we'll smell like sulfur right now though. We probably are. We can't really smell each other because we're already used to the smell. А? А карты здесь берут вроде? I think they take cards. Well, yesterday we had like what, 60, so I think we should be fine. And no matter what, we should be fine. Here is still all wet. All right. There we go. Он не суп, и он такой, знаешь, как бы тебе нужно к нему что-то еще взять, короче, потому что это просто будет, знаешь, как мясо с кучей жижи. И я не особо прям проникся. Ну, острый, да. Не, я рекомендую вот этот джахури взять. И, допустим, хачапури на двоих. Ну вот он, с грибами, свинина. Alright, just gonna order some. Yeah, I showed this menu already yesterday, so it's not fancy. Nothing fancy in this one, but you'll see the фуги. Фуги should be good. Я думаю, аджарский взять, самый, так сказать, лодочку. Угу. Так, one хачапури. Аджахури. Какой аджахури? Ты какой, свинину или?
Да, свинину, наверное.
Я как будто тоже, да, хочу свининку. Had no like pork dishes for a while, so might as well, I guess. Джахури свинина. Ну, кстати, есть он в гранатовом соусе вообще. На $1 дороже.
Давай.
Угу. Что еще?
Да, наверное, попить.
Угу. Ну да. А я хочу эти, как его, рулетики из...
Баклажановые?
Да. Баклажановые рулетики. Ну да, да. Ну, одну порцию взять.
Ну, давай.
Вместо салата.
Давай.
А попить что?
Вот я тоже ищу. Чай это, походу, нет?
Был вроде, что-то вчера кому-то чайничек ставили.
Не, ну тут я не вижу. А, вот заварной чай. Чай одноразовый, чай заварной. Заварной?
Да, я думаю, заварной надо взять. Знаешь, я бы кофе вообще попил. Можно по-турецки. Ну, по-турецки он просто черный. Хотя, в принципе... Ну, он латте или капучино. Или капучино лучше.
Ну, давай капучино.
Ну, вообще 2 капучино, рулетики, 2 джахури свинины гранатовые и хачапури аджарский. Ништяк. Alright, so Fugi Arabian. You can read the numbers, yeah. Yeah, this one doesn't have pictures anyway, so you know, like you might see the even the names, but the names are all in local too, like a jahuri. But it's a jahuri. Until you see it, you're not gonna understand, sadly. In Uzbekistan, because of that, menus are really nice because you can see everything, right? That was really good. Hello, Antrax, welcome back to the dungeon. Thank you, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, it's the same place we've been yesterday. Now, different angle. It's really nice. It's really nice. Apparently, our friends also been here when they arrived here to do the visa run from Armenia. Because if you don't register yourself in Armenia in some apartment, like they don't, sign you in the apartment, and then you need to do the visa run every 6 months. And some people already living there for years, and they still go for those visa runs, which is at least not anything crazy. Might as well just visit Georgia, eat some good food, get your stamp, and you're good, and everyone's happy. Thank you, Antraxa. Thank you. How are you, man? How are you doing? Yeah, we did some insane sulfur bath parts. Sadly, connection was dog shit though, so at least I managed to show them. I guess I could go in naked in the baths anyway, because there was so much pixelation that it would be completely fine probably. Probably. Oh, the final workday. Nice, Antraxa, nice. Vacation sounds good. Have any plans? Have any plans? Have any plans? Some insane vacation plans. One second, let me turn this stuff off. So it doesn't beat my connection. My batteries. I'm gonna eat, then I'm gonna go for a bit of a walk to some center area towards the banks. Then there I'm gonna probably call it, go deal with the bank stuff. Technically only one bank thing, I guess. Hey Glorious, good morning. How are we doing? No, I see Antrax, I see. Nice. Greg. Good. Так, 2 капучино, баклажан рулетики, 1 порцию, хачапури аджарский 1 и аджахури 2 со свининой в гранатовом соусе 2. Все.
Без картошки будет.
А?
Без картошки.
А, это просто свинина одна, да?
Лук и гранатовый соус. Больше ничего нет.
А если просто аджахури, то с картошкой, да? Давайте просто тогда 2.
Все?
Да. Loba. All right. Interesting. It's like the same dish. If you get it with the pomegranate sauce, there will be no potatoes. If you don't get the sauce, there will be potatoes. So I guess we eat the OG with potatoes. Coke Zero. Now we get cappuccino. Haven't had any coffee, so might as well. Yeah, sounds good. In fact, it sounds good. Some dank plans. Yeah, hello guys. Sorry if I didn't reach you in the beginning. Beginning was full fiesta. Sadly, there was no connection pretty much. And the buffs. Let me hang my hair to dry for now, I guess. While we inside. Okay, it's kind of cold. The video posted. I saw the thumbnail. I haven't checked the video. I haven't checked the video yet. No time really. We already were gathering to go, so I haven't yet. I'll check in the evening. I need to remember. I saw the thumbnail though, yeah. I saw the thumbnail. There was already some singer, I think, a musician that people were comparing me. I forgot who though. Everyone sees different, Everyone sees different ones. And says that it's me. Yeah, we're sleeping a bunch because yesterday there was no sleep whatsoever, right? And all the travels, so. And then waking up and kind of chilling and then realizing it's kind of time to go. So we skipped the breakfast. I went all the way to the baths. I managed to get that actually was a bad idea, probably even going to baths early, because they also kind of asked us to already start piecing out earlier. So the panic settled and you should go later. And then we would have more time. But at the same time, we would have more time, but the connection is dog shit, so you guys wouldn't see anything. There was only like the pixelated footage of me dipping in the bath, very pixelated. And then there is at least some footage of, when we're leaving. I managed to actually film the bath itself though, without us already, because my friend was staying outside with the backpack, so I could connect to the backpack and actually get some connection from the outside, and show you at least the interiors and stuff. It was good though. It was good. Like baths are nice. Probably we're for an hour in that bath, so I can smell it already. So we probably still smell like the sulfur baths, most likely. But it was worth it. That was worth it, I'd say. It was very nice. Hey, it's kind of like tomorrow also gonna be quite a fiesta. I will try to stream like the road trip tomorrow. We'll see. I'll need to come up, with some logistical solution for that, I guess. Like on 2 SIM cards, it will be not very pogi. Got some coffee. Feels good, man. Coffee like this, you need with sugar. Thank you, Atraxa, thank you. Oh man, I don't know, like after bus I actually feel good, Like, made me feel lighter. If only there would be time for like more, like 1.5 hours or something, I guess would be perfect. And that would be perfect. See, tomorrow already gonna be the road trip, hopefully. Hopefully, it's hot springs for you. Yeah, actually, I mean, we do like the saunas and everything at home, right? And I love it always. But yeah, all this like sulfur stuff, I don't know. The only problem is like you're not recommended to bring in any like silver, like chains, all that stuff. I have a golden one, right? So I was kind of like, well, just in case, let's remove it, because silver just gets dark in sulfur and it's really hard to clean it after. I decided to remove my golden chain for some time, and now rip my golden chain. That was like first time I tried to remove it since like Putin's presidency, at least like probably the first one, and maybe been some time. And the lock on the chain, just kind of pee-poofed completely. So I removed it, but I can't put it back now. I'm gonna fix that. But actually, maybe that's not a bad thing. Like it broke in controllable environments. I could, notice it and deal with it. Because if it randomly breaks somewhere else, it would be bad. So now I will need to find someone to fix that. And technically, it's just like replacing one like segment on the chain with the lock mechanism. So it shouldn't be anything fancy. Yeah, in Georgia, there's a lot of places like this actually, like the different mineral water sources, baths, all that stuff. So I can recommend, if you like that kind of stuff, I recommend. There's Barazhomi, for example, the one that is like, where the mineral water comes from, the most famous one in Georgia and around Georgia, I guess. You can go there. There's plenty of those like baths and stuff too. And the city itself also looks really cool. So I actually plan to go stream there in summer. We'll see. Maybe in August, September. I planned for a couple of days. It's like mostly nature. There's not like that crazy much to see, but still should be cool. For a couple of days should be cool. Since we're kind of close, I'm thinking about it. But yeah, hot springs are nice. The sauna in general alone is really good. If you can go like, you know, like some hot sauna and then like dip in the cold water, that also gonna, you know, renew you. I miss that because like my swimming pool in my gym, they had sauna there. So I was kind of like trying to go almost every day, and every time I'm there, I am 100% going to sauna. That's a given. That's a given. Like usually I arrive in the morning early, go to sauna, especially in winter is nice, right? When you just arrive, it's cold outside, you just changed into swimming pool gear and just go to sauna. Then after that you go swimming pool, and then after swimming pool, before leaving, you also go to sauna. That was so good, man. That is always so good. So tomorrow I will try the road trip, but we'll see how to do it better. Yeah, 2 SIM cards I managed to scrounge. Armenian ones. Third one, if there are some SIM cards spots at the border, maybe I will manage. Maybe. I could also ask our driver to share the Wi-Fi. Oh, it's wrong. There it is. That's the local kind of specialty too.
You want that pomegranate? You get it.
Still get some pomegranate there. Indeed. Yes, it's the eggplant, fried eggplant rolls with the walnut paste inside. It's really good. Like when they're like really, you know, like well made. They are godlike. Like I love this stuff. Like, that's what I was saying, right? Like Uzbekistan cuisine, for example, is amazing. But if you don't like meat, or like, you know, can't eat meat, or prefer to eat less of it, then it's not that good. And in Georgia, you can get everything for everyone. Like absolutely vegan thingy, and it's tasty. It's one of the first dishes, you know, that are kind of like, well, not one of the first, I guess, but like one of the best ones. It has no meat, and I would like go for it, no problems. Just, you know, go into some place and just ordering this, for example. Not a lot of dishes, you know, can say the same about themselves. Also waiting for maybe another food will be arriving, because we're gonna get some sizzling stuff. We're gonna get some sizzling. That's how usually a jahuri is served in good places. At least in good places. Caress salad or whatever it's called. English name for these. The rabbit food.
Nice one, by the way.
I swear like something like this was like growing in the forest back in the day. Something similar, you could just like pick it in the forest and eat, because I did it in childhood a lot. Someone taught me and I was doing it a lot. I think it was exactly the same thing, just like wild or something. Like I really love the taste. It was actually called rabbit's cabbage, it was called. Or like hare's cabbage, I guess. I need to Google actually. Можешь погуглить, Гарик? Или ты занят? Погуглить заячью капусту. Потому что у меня есть такое ощущение, что это на самом деле... Не, там был именно вот такой тоже кисленький.
Ну, кстати, это ж на клевер тоже похоже немного.
Ну, это может какой-то типа подвид, как-то, не знаю.
Но Google выдает кислица обыкновенно.
Ну, вот это, наверное, оно и есть, кислица. Но это, по-моему, крест-салат, я не знаю, по-моему, называется.
Ну, типа вот клавикулис. Что-то среднее между клевером.
No, да. So yeah, it kind of does seem like it's something similar. Something kind of similar.
Несколько видов растений, получи капуста называется. Есть еще некая манжетка обыкновенная, да, это прям
Ну, это не оно, да, явно.
жестко что-то.
Кислица как будто похожа, потому что кисленький вкус как раз.
Асалис какой-то там.
Yeah, this is the wild one. Obviously, you eat it when it's young, yeah? And it's like it's also sour taste and everything. А по-английски, если он на язык ткнуть? Вон там сверху. Здесь буковка.
No English. Just have wood sorrel.
Oh, sorrel, okay. Woody sorrel. Well, this is not it though. This is, I think, kind of like different, but I guess it's similar. Some like same family. Wood sorrel is something that grows in the forest, and I was just eating it as a kid. This stuff totally doesn't grow in the forest. This fence here. Fine. Taking their sweet time there. For now. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Ah, come on. They scared it away. Maybe to return. What you call cress? Yeah, it's cress salad, I think it's called. Like this thing. This thing. Yeah, this is called cress salad. I swear it's like similar to something that just like literally grows in the forest. And that one called wood sorrel. And it didn't kinda taste familiar. Like, come on, show yourself. I don't know, you probably could see a little bit. But there is none for now. I'm gonna be camping. Baby. The tiny glimpse, yeah. There you are. I see you. I'm gonna scare away again. The real stuff, member. Come on, move a bit forward. Somewhere there. No, there we go. Just as I about to zoom out. There it is. There it is. Yeah, scared away. Not the best spot. Over at pomegranate, yeah. I'm probably not gonna appreciate that. I'm not gonna appreciate that offer. Испугнули опять уже. Кошак там сидел на входе. Don't think they will eat it though. Yeah, it's already kind of more of a dog territory here in Georgia, though, in general, rather than cat. It's gonna play with it. That might be. Using the opportunity to dry my hair. So my like brush is also like the comb is God knows where. I think in most packed suitcase. Yeah, well, one suitcase that is like, properly packed. That's the one with the PC. There it is. The one arrived. If you've been in Georgia and haven't eaten this, you're not allowed to leave the country. No stamp for you. No stamp for you. The good food time. Так, ну это надо, наверное, все-таки кушать.
Наверное, да, побыстрее.
Надо замешать внутри все. Хотя ладно, тарелочки вот сюда вот так пока. А, или чтобы не капать. How to mix the egg? Yeah. I mean, gotta mix it all in. Well, technically, yeah, I guess fine. Fine. I'll do it this way. And butter too. He's got yellow. With no accent. Wait, how did I turn it off? How did I turn the accent off? Oh, it's so hot. This one butter also too.
Прям вываливается суп.
Oh, yeah, actually, true.
Я уже это руками не могу.
Yeah, you can't really. So this one basically has cheese all over. Like there it is there already. So yeah, this one is trickier to eat like this with your hands because it's that good. And obviously it's really hot, so I'm trying for now, but it's hard. I mean, in this sense, it's good, yes. Paradise for anyone lactose intolerant, yep. Like here, like cheese is also in, not in every dish, but in many. And mind you also, nothing, again, you know, gets on the table, the plate, all clean. You're about to get educated. You're about to get educated on cheese. Caught my backpack. I went flying almost. And it's like you can see. No, not me. Zoom. Zoom and there. Yeah, like this one is like the crust. It's like cheese already right there. So this one is trickier to eat with hands, yeah? There's just way too much cheese, yeah? Not that much bread to dip it, you know. The lactose being kind of like processed from cheese, the older, the longer it ages, or other way around. Is it old cheese that's safe, or young cheese? Let's see, here. Let's see. Should get some. Should get some. We had some harcho yesterday in this place too. It was actually pretty good. Let's see. So the old cheese you actually can eat if you are lactose intolerant. Let's see. Suddenly, can't count. Oh, come on. It's getting the cat away. Feels bad, man. The cat content is over.
Kachi did not cry.
Yeah, Kajit was removed. Feels bad, man. I mean, they let her chill in the kitchen, looks like, but not letting her go in, you know, the main facility, you know. Yeah, that's the problem here. Like in this one, you actually don't have enough bread. There's just not enough bread, dude. Too much cheese. Yeah, it was it is crisp. It's actually tasty. Not enough spices here. The fun part is not spicy here actually. Like I ate harcho in Georgia in many places, and it's like not that spicy in general. So. It's not that spicy here, unironically. Let's see, what I see. People don't even know it's used as a decoration a lot. In the crest salad. Так. Время квеста с салфеткой. Yeah, because they actually stuffed the crust with cheese too. Like there's literally not enough bread to eat all this cheese with it. That's actually like, you know, like I had that I think in a couple of places where it's an option, you know. Like they basically kind of like scrub, you know, the crust out of the dough and then more cheese in there. Usually pay extra for this one. This one just has one option. They only do it this way. They don't do it other way, you know. Do this here to do it. I absolutely recommend. Like to Georgia actually. Well, I don't know where exactly territorially you live, so you know, maybe it's secret. But yeah, in general, you need to go to like Vladikavkaz or something and just. If you can get there cheap enough, you can just like get the bus, and you're pretty much here, and you get all the good stuff. And the rolls, the eggplant ones. Man, I love this stuff. Hey, Magic, good morning. No, feeling in this one is like full, this full vegan friendly dish. I think, actually. Don't completely quote me on that. But I think spread is basically just walnuts. Walnuts, garlic, and spices, I think. You just need to get Vladikavkaz, and then there's just a bus for like $50 or something. And 4 hours probably. And you in Tbilisi. Maybe a bit longer. It depends on the border, of course. I think it's actually pretty affordable and fast. Like my dad went here last year when I was here streaming. He was with the work visit in Vladikavkaz, so he just like caught the bus, and that's it. And from Tbilisi, you have like all the options. Like you don't want to stay in Tbilisi for long. You just hop on the train for like $20, and you in Batumi, deep in the sea. There are pretty affordable hotels and affordable hostels here, actually. And the hotel we have is like $18, I think. And it has everything. There was even like the hairdryer that we took with us, but had no time to dry, really. A laundry machine, a fridge, and little stove even. So it has everything. You can stay there like for a week or something, no problems. And all that for 18. I would say that's good. Давай, второй большой, и тебе тогда маленький еще один. We wait for the last thing. But yeah, filling in these rolls is super good. Like I know a lot of people who try to make something like this, like my mom, for example. Like in Russia, a lot of people try to do some sort of like eggplant rolls. Then never like this. I mean, this filling here is like super good. And yeah, if you got Tbilisi, by the way, already, like you can just do both. I'm here to Tbilisi from Vladikavkaz, for example, by the bus. Eat some food, walk around a couple of days. If you're going from Europe, for example, there is a Wizz Air to Tbilisi and Wizz Air to Kutaisi. And from Kutaisi to get to Tbilisi is like 2 hours, I think, on speedy train, or like 3 hours on the bus or something, So you can find some cheap versions, either Kutaisi or Tbilisi. To be honest, you can also stay in Kutaisi. Kutaisi was really good. I streamed from there. It was like a really loaded day of like walking around the city to see stuff. And cuisine there was also good, and prices lower than in Tbilisi, by the way. Hey Aksaram, how are you doing? So you can go like Tbilisi or Kutaisi, like some cheap flight, or bus if you're from Russia. And then from Tbilisi you can get the bus, or you can catch the train. There is night train, I think, actually. And you can go to Yerevan. So you can pretty much get both countries in one go. And from Yerevan you already can like fly back. It depends where you're from. Like if you're from Russia, for example, like all the logistics here is super easy. You can go to Yerevan, Then go to Gyumri, for example, walk around Gyumri, and from Gyumri there is like a low coaster flying like to Moscow directly. Like, it's honestly super, like not super budget, but in general I feel like travel and budget already don't really, you know, can't put them in the same sentence anymore. Unless you go with like, you know, the ground borders. Like if you're able to go by ground everywhere, that maybe will be somewhat cheap. You can like, you know, get some like shared taxis, you can get some buses for locals, you know, you can hitchhike, for example, then you can do it budget. If it involves flights, that already I think no travel is budget really. And that Polish dude, I think he was Polish, but like we just kind of like had like very surface level, like we kind of talked and everything a bunch, but like, you know, didn't really go into like all this like, you know, introducing each other properly and stuff like that. Just, you know, yapping about things. And yeah, I think he had like a tent and stuff also in his backpack, so like in some places he just like sleeps in the tent, you know. And I think he's mostly kind of like hitchhiking. Damn, boss face, damn. The roast. Nice, hello, nice. Is it time? Спасибо. There it is. Mega sizzle on this one, but still. There it is. Super potato. Yeah, get one of mine. Oh, dude. Well, I mean, it also has like the clay mini pan there, so obviously it's kind of like, you know, too heavy already because of that. It's got like a little less sizzle, but it's a big portion though, so I guess like kind of hard to make this one sizzle. There is still some oil, some fat going in there. It's really quiet sizzle. It's still sizzling, but it's quiet. So yeah, this is the ajahuri. So it's like the potat with this one with pork in particular. You can get the lamb, you know, veal, whatever you prefer. We already, you know, haven't had pork dishes for a while after all. Well, we were buying some pork at home, but haven't had any dishes for a while, so might as well. There's a bunch of patat, meat, and veggies. Oh, very nice. Nothing like super fancy, but it's so good, dude. Well, I mean, I haven't tried this one. I doubt it's bad. But those I tried in Batumi before, in multiple different places, it was always godlike. A little hot. Try to mix with some juicer at the bottom. I want to kind of like mix it all better. Honestly, potato in Batumi was better, I have to say. It was like mega fried. This one is more kind of like, you know, like it's super soft though. But yeah, it's kind of more baked rather than fried. In Batumi it was like very fried. It's nice, actually, it's nice. It's nice. Wish weather would be a bit better, but actually today is not too bad. I think it's actually even kind of sunny there. Because it was like, just as I finished the stream yesterday, right? Like we went in this same place also yesterday. And after the food, I cooled it. And then we went outside and it was like rain. Rain, rain, rain. We went home. It was raining, and it was raining like half the night, I think, too. Fly, get out. Like coming back home? Nah, not that much. Even though, like this part of Tbilisi, for example, this one does feel already very familiar, especially since I picked, the same hotel and stuff. Like all the things nearby and everything, it all feels, very familiar. This hachapuri here actually takes the lead though. I think this was the best one I had. Like amount of cheese and taste, it was probably the best I had. Before, the best one actually was in Kutaisi, the one I ate on stream also. And that one I think was the best. It's kind of funny because like Batumi, for example, is the region where hachapuri is kind of like staple. Ajarian hachapuri in Jaria, obviously. But the best ones I had were not in Jaria whatsoever. Even though they were nice also in Batumi, but the best ones are here in Tbilisi, and another one was in Kutaisi. I like those the most. And actually this hachapuri I think wasn't like that crazy in terms of price. It was 16 I think. So like $8. I mean, compared to like Uzbekistan, for example, that's expensive. But I think in Batumi we paid not much, like lower for hachapuri. But also what returning feels like feeling inflation, like seeing it firsthand. It gives you good perspective. I guess I will maybe get the same in Armenia too. When Armenia was longer ago, I maybe don't remember that well. But Georgian prices I remember better. And like go into stores now, you just like witness it, firsthand. Like you've been out for like 7 months. And now returning, you see the change. Let's try the midga. Come on. Feels good, huh? Haven't ate, the pork dishes in a while. Wow, still so hot. That's why I'm trying to like mix it all the time, because the bottom part is getting way hotter because of the kitse and the clay pot. But it's also all the fat at the bottom, so I'm still kind of trying to get everything, soak in some more tastes. I guess the hello, how we doing? I'm not gonna get sick again after this trip. Everyone around is coughing. It's cold, rainy, windy, plus travels on top of that. I think it's time to switch the tools for these chunks of meat. Tough travels yesterday, yeah, it was quite something. Some security screening. Uzbekistan and their love for, technology. Where do you have, all those cables there? What is this? What is that? What does this thing do? Let's do it. Just search for Ojahuri. Ojahuri. Get the clay pot, but I guess that's kind of more for decorations. You can just make it in the pan. Like Batumi version, in one of the places, like potato were like really, really fried. Like they were in circles, in like chips kind of shape, and they were way more fried. I kind of like that more, to be honest. I mean, it's kind of supposed to be like the homemade dish sort of. The babushka's dish, just like fried potatoes and a bunch of vegetables and meat. And I also got like the guy searched with us, who was called Jochen, but he was speaking perfect Russian and swearing in perfect Russian too, because he gets searched like every time he's traveling in Central Asia. Jochen from Germany, potentially.
I'm not sure.
German passport is not red though, I think, right? That was. I just don't recognize all the European passport by the looks at them. And I couldn't read anything. So I'm not sure where he's from exactly, but I feel like he's kind of like from some like ambassador family or something.
He was like Kyrgyzstan or something.
Really? No, he said that he was in Kyrgyzstan, but passport I think wasn't Kyrgyzstan. Kyrgyzstan, like the grand passport, you never mix that up. It's blue. I posted the photo before. It's blue and it has like all these like lines there, like it's like some sort of like, I don't know, some psychedelic shit basically. It is red, German one. Maybe it was because it was red passport, and I think it was some European. I mean, Johan is also not exactly, a very Russian or Central Asian name. Well, ours too, technically. I mean, pretty much. The Kyrgyzstan one is really dang. Like, I guess you can, well, actually, I guess I can search for one. I'll show you. Yeah. And get good quality on this one. Yeah. This
Oh,
is the Kyrgyzstan one.
like Soviet fantastic.
Yeah, with all the circles, I don't know, dude. Fancy. And I think it's actually the new one. There is also older one, I feel. But not sure. APJ. Looks in quite good condition. Yeah, it's international one. It's the international one, so yeah, I don't really use it that much. Even though nowadays there was like so many border crossings that yeah, I kind of got like, you know, this now, here, and then I got like this page here also already loaded, a little here too. Now it got some use already. It is international passport. See, like the concept is, that we have, and a lot of countries in like post-Soviet space have, is a separate passport just for travels. Like you don't use it like inside the country. Inside the country, there's a special passport. So this is just for travels. And same in Kyrgyzstan. And this one is all like, you know, in English, you know, transliterated in 2 languages, you know, has all this like the like international like chips in there so they can scan it and stuff like that. Biometry stuff. National ID and passport, I see. They do kind of want also to replace, you know, like the local passport with some sort of like card or something. I don't have stamps there anymore. I see. It's actually funny because in Uzbekistan, for example, when you're leaving, you can scan your passport too. Even Russian one worked for me. I was like, can I use it here too? Yeah, sure. Scanned my Russian passport, went through. And after that, there's like a lot of those like, you know, lines where you can go with the scanner. And after all those lines, there's still dude standing that you just give him the passport and he just like stamps all the passports there. Yeah, true, actually, true. I see. Don't even show passport across borders, yeah. It was so wild. I think Shadow was like when we went to DreamHack, and he didn't have any papers on him. Like, I don't even know, man. He just didn't have any papers, pretty much. Just like, I don't need it. Even though like some guy got checked though at some point somewhere. So he was like, you know what? Maybe you should take them with you just in case. Because I also have like all the stuff. Like in Uzbekistan, you walk around also with like registration here, you know, just in case. So you're in the country legally. Oh, that's a lot of food, man. This mega portion. Well, to be honest, this one is like $9 almost, so. But Uzbekistan prices are kind of chunky, not gonna lie. And we'll see how much the total will be. But honestly, you can get much more there for the same amount. Well, since in Shadow, he's in Discord sometimes. I think he's mostly like streaming himself and doing some other stuff. But here pops in Discord sometimes still. Still there. Yeah, I think he still does. I think he still does a bit. He just had back in the day, at least I remember he even explained that he does have, a little bit of kind of like imposter complex and everything. Things like that, It makes it harder to watch some other streamers. Some other people I haven't seen in a while though. Like Vito I think became a VTuber himself already or something. And people who've been at conventions with us, for example. Like Zerenix, I see in Ellis a lot. Like greeting me in Ellis regularly. What else did we have there? Actually, mostly everyone's still around. Like even Guaka's friends from IRL sometimes stop by, dropping a resub. This one is like really fried. Finishing the food. The mega meal, dude. Holy. Oh. Insane. The May is not hot. I mean, there's like snow, I think, in Moscow now, or it was at least not long ago. And they turned off like heating, and now everyone's freezing, so they turned heating back on again because it's too cold. Here right now is also like 16, I think, or something. Actually, let me see. Надо счет пожидаем.
Наверное, давай потихоньку.
Ну, давай. One moment. Good, Hughes. Shows 15. Probably need to update. 16, yeah. It shows actually some probability of rain at 2 p.m., which is still one and a half hours away, so I think that's actually good enough. And tomorrow already shows 15 at least, that's good. Because it was showing like 10 before on Thursday. Actually, let me see Armenia Gyumri real quick. Там 91. Нормально. And that is... So the total is 91 per divided by 2.8. I feel like by 3 even, let's say, like, so 30 something bucks basically for everything. That for Uzbekistan prices is kind of dink. That would be like probably a couple of visits even, and very solid ones. And 1 second, weather Gimri. Yeah, that's basically what awaits us on Thursday when we arrive. 8 degrees, it feels like 4. With rain showers. Yeah, gonna be fun. And all that after we already had like 35, in Uzbekistan.
Maybe Chile is not so bad.
Hey Johnny, I made some emotes for Vita also, or someone else, or is Ella becoming VTuber now? I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. Actually, no, wait a second. I need to put my setup first, and then I'm gonna get it on. Just gonna thinking to maybe go to the bedroom real quick, maybe. Have 2 individuals even. Monka is. I think Peppo now is a VTuber, right? I think so. 1 sec, she's gonna get ready. Come on. There we go. We go here. Well, at least it's a little more dry now, that's good. Так, бабло. Раз, два, три, 4, 5. Ну и как бы, думаю, нормально. Так, сейчас я только в туалет хотел зайти. Подождешь?
Я на улице пока.
Мне просто камера уже тоже. Я пока здесь просто оставлю все. One sec, be right back. I'll be back. Тоже не сортир. Нет. Толще. Да, взял. Там указатель. Я на улице. А, ты с портфеля, понял. Alright, one moment. Got the stuff. Got the camera. Camera go down. A bit too much this way. And the friend's backpack is like heavier than mine with all the stuff he carries there. Wait for my friend. I'll bring back the carpet. And some better stuff. There's the VIP table. You can sit at this one. You can sit at this one. Телефон у тебя, кстати?
Что?
Телефон у тебя?
Да.
Угу. Ты что-то портфель спанул, не посмотрел, ничего там не оставил. Oh, a little sun even. Well, that is good. Alright, here we go. Freedom. Alright, let's go through here then. Hey, Christopher. Yeah, pretty nice. Simple but cool. Yeah, this is pretty cool district here too. The old town. You can walk through here a little, I guess too. I've already been through this one in September. But I mean, why not? My friend wasn't, so let's go a bit of a walk here. Hello, Christopher. How are you, man? Hey, Warfare. Hello. The streaks. Thank you, man. I'm gonna suffer a bit, of course, though, because of the angle. This guy's figuring out how to pass here. One case. I see. Who's gonna yield? Не совсем здесь ресторан. Yeah, we don't even have space to pause here because there is also a restaurant here. Right, they're having some domination here going, you know. Who's gonna let who pass? Interesting looking language, yeah. That's the problem with these languages, like Georgian and Armenian, that you can't read them. In Uzbekistan, at least can read. Eh? That's quite the angle here. So you can kinda at least deal with it. Someone's garden. Workout after some food. This angle is insane. My camera is like way up right now. Let me reset the gimbal. Yeah, this is the proper angle. Perfect for biking, yep. Like if it's slippery, if it's wet, it's probably impossible. Holy shit. Uh-huh. Friend is also suffering. Hey, Portable, hello. How you doing, man? Oh yeah, this is the insane. The wall arts here. The way of mining electricity. There's this Instagram of this artist. There's a lot of arts around here. We'll meet some one or two more here, I think. VOD. Very VOD. Holy. Now there's another one. Doesn't like cats. A view here too. True. True. Ain't that high, of course, but still. Very nice. There's the Dink building. Saw that yesterday. Dink Bridge too. The pass in there. It's next to that building in September. That's where the biker fell from the bike. Right in front of me when I was streaming. Should be clipped there still. On the Mugard. And all the cats. Just casually, you know, like wrote everything and painted everything. Nice Portable, nice. Sounds good. I think at some point somewhere here is the Zoroastrian temple. That's the one that was closed last time because it was mostly on someone's territory, in someone's house. The cat content continues. You want some comfy coastal? There it is, dude. The Alcatraz jail hostel. Let's go. I wonder if he give you all the prisoner gear too.
Closed, it's just relocated.
Yeah.
More cat content.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I was walking through this one. We like took some different turns in some places. Call your wife. I mean, I'll call someone's wife, sure. Yeah, it's also a hostel here. That's when I passed, I remember. Like in this building, they actually like commissioned, I guess, the art for their hostel. Church from here too. The mega cathedral. That one is massive. Been there, been there. I think today we're gonna go like different direction where I actually, part of it I guess I also like already showed before, but still. More Dean cards. It's probably someone else already. It's about birds, not about cats. It must be someone else. The bird gang, eh? Well, I mean, technically we could, eh? There it is, eh? Ateshga. That's what I went last time. It was closed. Let's see, maybe it's open now. Ateshga is the Zoroastrian temple. And some people sitting there, I see. So I don't think it's open. More cats. Then there's actual cats. Amiga house. Car. Taxi going a bit vertically. Yeah, I don't think you can go there again. There's the place. That's exactly where my trip ended last time. Yes, the 5th, 7th century Zoroastrian temple. Conservation of works funded Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Norway, Riksantikvaren. Well, I'm not sure exactly what they funded because this is on someone's private territory. There's someone's house there. The car is trying like to turn here. It took him a while, but he did. I'm not sure if we can pass here. Well, there's a church there though, so I guess. Yeah. Quanti streets. Church, I guess, is closed. Also. Apparently looks very cozy. I like those grates on metal grates on the windows, especially. My favorite type of guest house. But the place around is cool though. You get the church still, different one. This one probably opened. Actually not 100%, but let's see. You get the view, you get the cats. The ultimate cat content. Who needs the views? They got summoned by another cat. They hear the meow. It's more important than the fight. Done. Feels good, man. Yeah, there's the Freedom Square, like the golden thingy. Gonna go there. Past there. Oh, there's like a street here that goes just down in there. Would be nice. That's a cool place. And the cable cars, yeah. We took that cable car in Otten. We did. Took a ride on that one. Feels bad, Steve. Feels bad. Good luck, man. Good luck. You can do it. Cat is taking a spot. The spot is taken now. No one else sits here. Там просто фоткаются. I don't know if you can go. You know, good check. Allergic? No, I'm not. Petting the cat? Well, I mean, the stray cats, you might don't want to because of potential germs and stuff, you know. Some fleas. There's another one. Well, looks like I ate much here. Anyhow, the camera, I guess you can. Everything else forbidden, but the camera you can. Yeah. That's a fluffy boy here. I think this one goes all the way up to the Mother Georgia. And I don't think we're gonna go up. I've been there, and it's gonna be still quite a trip up. I've already been there before. That's where the cable car goes, actually. I think there is a path, and this is probably the one, and it takes a while. Some gel for the well, fleas you're not gonna kill with that gel. Let's put it that way. Let's say when I was a kid, playing too much with stray animals caused me to get don't remember English name for that one, but basically I was bald after that for a while because they needed to shave off all my hair because part of it was just falling apart, you know, falling out. So that's why I try not to pet stray animals too much and minimize interactions with them. If it's home cats and everything, sure, no problems. If it's someone taking care of them, you know, at least. Maybe they run outside and stuff, but at least taken care of. But yeah, it's called lisha in Russian. I don't remember the English word for that. But yes, when you get the skin rushes and stuff, that kind of causes you to start losing hair where those rushes appear. And then you need to treat them, and you know, because it looks kind of weird when like part of your head now is bald because of that and part is not. They just shave the rest off. Ringworm? No, it's the skin thingy. It's not worth the risk usually. Yeah, I have plenty of, you know, I've pet plenty of house cats and cats. I love cats, but yeah, with strays I just try not to interact too much usually. Some of them are kind of like not really into the pets, you know. Some of them are fine, but yeah, I'd rather not. I see, Axel, I see. Could be, it could be. It's called Srigushi Lishai, so like the barber, you know, actually the barber, sorta. Because after that, usually, well, not usually, you lose hair. Well, foxes are a different story. From foxes, you can just foxes quite often transmit rabies, so you don't want to deal with foxes whatsoever. They are even worse. The regular strays are in general kind of potential risks, so like I did play with we had all the stray cats at home always around my block. But yeah, at some point I got some issues and I wasn't alone, so since then I try not too much. And you know, if it's like our friends in Armenia, for example, who have a whole bunch of stray dogs around and they just kind of like come at you, all right, sure, I guess. But usually unpromptedly, I try not to. Not to mention those stray dogs, actually. Like, one of them bit my friend, even though it was also like a really nice stray dog. It just decided to play with him, and the play was involving some mild biting. After that, just in case, he also went to get the rabies treatment, which cost a lot of monies. Not to mention it was kind of unpleasant, let's put it that way, right? Those shots are not very comfy. See what as I see. Yeah, like if you see like the cat with like a collar or something, then sure, at least it's kind of taken care of, most likely. But if it's just like the full-blown wild stray cat, then do it at your own risk. And now we're traveling, right? So kind of like, they get the airdrop vaccines for foxes, they carry rabies, yeah. And I mean, sure, they airdrop that stuff, but that is not a guarantee. It's same as like, you know, they spray the repellents against ticks and stuff, right? Well, did they get rid of the tick-transmitted diseases? Nope. Not everything gets completely nuked by that, so still always need to be careful. With tick-transmitted diseases, I have an example even of a person who died. Wasn't my direct friend, but it was a friend of my friend who was trying to find, you know, some, like, you know, and well, I third party know a really kind of connected doctor back home through my grandma. So they asked me to try to ask the doctor, maybe he has some connections, but connections already said that it's too late because it was the encephalitis, whatever, that wasn't treated early enough because everyone thought it's just a flu. And because they never found, you know, the tick itself or something, everyone just assumed it's some sort of like flu or cold until dude just went into coma and then never returned. little park.
Wait, sometime.
Uh-huh. So I wouldn't say you should be paranoid about things, but you know, if it's unnecessary and you're just gonna be walking around all day without, you know, washing hands, cleaning and everything, then I'd rather minimize the contact with animals and surfaces and everything. Should be a bit more paranoid myself, like with this disinfectants and everything. Now a lot of people actually like go like full. My friend went full, like, you know, better safe than sorry mode. And went for the shot also. But their like logic, I mean, it was also very interesting. They were like, is the dog alive? Yes. Well, then it may be fine. Just see if this dog is alive tomorrow still, then you're good. What if you're not alive already tomorrow, dude? That doesn't sound like a good idea. But yeah, again, just like with ticks, like I'm not sure if it's like completely 100%. It's like even if all the foxes got sprayed there and stuff, you still probably don't want to deal with that. Better not the risk with the one that was like maybe sitting somewhere during the spraying. Let's get yourself a cat and pet it at home. Easy. Easy. And want to make cat feel good, feed it. Alright, I think we go here still. If we can, actually. Is there a road there? Looks like there is. Actually, I'm not so sure. This looks kind of dead-end-ish. Let's go here then. Siguri, as I say. Well, I mean, maybe. Maybe.
Oh, there was loads of
There's another little like courtyard house.
Alright, here I think to the right we should be able to get there. Ooh, getting kind of warm. And the problem is you go in shade and it's not going to be warm. This kind of weather, especially with the sun. Now, Glorious, good luck, man, good luck. Enjoy. Alright, this sun closed there, nice. I guess I go on the other side. Like I see, can't fix still. That's bad, man. To remove the hoodie still. I don't know. And people like in jackets and stuff there. The wind is kind of actually refreshing, so it's one of those days, one of those weathers. Cities with 3 alleys, or pretty much everywhere I've been. Like all these like countries that are kind of warm, and especially very warm, like Uzbekistan and stuff, they always have a lot of trees. In Armenia, you are not even allowed to cut those trees like whatsoever. Like it's actually pretty strict. Well, any trees actually in Armenia, I think. It's actually like a crime to cut any trees, even if it's on your like land and stuff, without special permission. Because they do appreciate the shade they produce. Scenic, I see. Maybe try better Twitch or 7TV to do the same for you. I think it should be possible. And I have Spar stores still here. A lot of them actually, still. Yep, I think it's that's the one. The Freedom Square. There it is. Gonna get to the other side too. Not from the ass. Not from the ass of the horse. Yeah, that's where all the protests and stuff usually happen. When you see that they're happening. Scenic, I see. There's some sort of underground passage, but it's not here because there's a regular bus crossing here. A bunch of hotels and stuff here too. There's another piece of shade there. Feels good. I'm gonna get the front look, I guess. There it is. Grigori the Victorious, I guess, killing the wagon. That's actually Moscow heraldics also. Not Grigori, Georgi, of course. Georgi. No, in a super mall here. I think it is basically Tbilisi mall or something. Галерея Тбилиси. Yeah, right inside the mall, you can enter metro also. The Liberty Square. Friend decided to get some magnets, some souvenirs. Магнитик хотел взять.
А?
Магнитик взять хотел.
Да.
А чё?
У меня нет заведения.
А, ну я думаю, мы еще найдем. Denk muzikas. Been around here already also so many times. Like I streamed here last September, then my dad arrived. I've also been walking here. Now walking here with my friend here. It's like when the governmental stuff starts. There's some like interviews, looks like. And it's gonna be some like parliament, I think, here soon. I wonder if people are still mega protesting. Looks like a little is there still. I respect that. I respect the grind. They don't give up. Maybe there is like no big one, even though there was like a big protest actually recently. Like a week ago or something. Pretty big. But there is also a groups of people who just constantly protest here. Like when I've been here in September, they were here. And it seems like now there's also some people. They usually just have like tents here and everything, and they pretty much like live and protest here. Mega Birdson. Big bird here. It's like face of bird looks like parrot or something. But it looks like way too gigachad to be parrot. It's like Gypsarus or something. From Monster Hunter. Yeah. The road is still going. And it just never stops. I respect that. I do not give up. There's a church there where last time when I was here there was the local priest just watering birds. I was just like staying there with the water hose and just kind of like watering all the pigeons and stuff that were there, and they were taking a shower and enjoying it. It seems like some school. Again, even like hard to read in their language, in their font, if you don't know it, so you can't even like look up what it is exactly. The Museum of Arts looks like. The Pirosmani. Pirosmani is like the primitivism artist. That pretty much started with like, you know, driving some ads for the stores, and then a lot of those ads pretty much became, you know, objects of art. And then he pretty much died in poverty, and his art got recognized way after. And now he's, you know, kind of like one of the most important personalities, like a lot of street, like in every city there will be a street named after him and stuff. Classic, yeah. The usual. And actually, I guess like before maybe 20th century or something, I think most of the artists probably kind of share the same fate. Pretty much everyone was recognized already way later. And there's like some stuff flying from the trees and everything that just gets in your eyes. Don't think I'm allergic, but when some huge shit flies in your eyes, it's still not pleasant. Crazy RGBs as someone has. Mega buildings. красиво, I see. Same with Belgrade. Well, I mean, Belgrade, at least, you know, geographically not far from Europe, let's put it that way. With this is kind of more impressive, you know, because this is actually geographically close, close, far. And some food deliveries. There's a lot of tourists here, but you know, we don't. Well, actually, I guess because it's the capital. Like in Tashkent, you also don't feel like you. Well, you don't see that many tourists in Tashkent, to be honest. Like Samarkand, Bukhara, you see a lot of them, and like the concentration is so high because the cities are not like that crazy huge. And here, there's like a lot of people, and you also notice a lot of tourists. Yeah, a lot of them. I mean, India is all over the place right now studying. I assume, like, I don't know, it's maybe like considered more prestigious to study abroad. Maybe it's because like the local educational system is overloaded. But Georgia, Armenia, in Yerevan, there is a lot of Indians. They work there too a lot, like a lot of food delivery drivers on the scooters and everything. Even in Gyumri, like the small, like, you know, well, it's second biggest city in Armenia, but you know, it's still like my district of Moscow in size, like 300,000. And even there, they are studying. And even when I was in Andijan, right, which is kind of like the eastmost, pretty much end of Uzbekistan, close to Kyrgyzstan. Kind of like pretty big city though, but you know, far from capital, like 6 hours train far. And there was some like medical university there. And yeah, there were Indians studying there too. Everywhere. There's a skyscraper, yep. That's the one. There ain't many of them here, but there are. I don't know how the seismic stuff in Tbilisi is. There was no devastating earthquakes compared to Armenia, compared to Tashkent. So I'm not sure how bad or good it is, but they do build them. Not that much, like Batumi had way more. Here I think they still kind of try to maintain, you know, somewhat of a low amount of floors. Melt with the sky, yeah. The weather got better, feels good. Now it does look like it. All the bookah. I always was wondering who like buys all these books really. But then in Kyrgyzstan I met two tourists, the guy from Germany and the lady from Canada. And that lady was like buying all those Soviet books and stuff, especially with maps and everything. True, it was true. Тут тоже в глаза налетела какая-то хрень. Ага. Да, да. Biltmore, some hotel or something, I guess. Yeah, looks like it. Little statue. Just chilling here. Just got so much food that I can't even think about it right now. Now that's some constructivism looking shit instantly. You can see the shapes. We'll need to disable the postcard commands. The postcard is going to be on break for now until it's time for another session.
We need to put one.
Yeah. Actually, not sure where is the post office here. There should be plenty. Maybe there's something nearby. Hey sheep, hello. How we doing, man? Some mega buildings in this distance too. Man, there's some shit that is flying from the trees. It's like all over my eyes, like holy. Mega cars, racers. Now, to be honest, it's more noise than actual movement, but still. I guess friend is checking where the post office is. I mentioned the postcards and he wants to get some marks, I think. Yeah, postcards from here. Not gonna have time to send really anyway. Nah. The allergy Sulfur? No, that's the thing. It's just kind of like flew all over my eyes. Nose is runny probably for other reasons though, not sure. Usually I don't really have any. Hope nose runny is not because I'm getting sick again. But there was too many people, you know, like coughing around because weather is shit here also. So kind of like a bit of a good season to get sick, you know. Let's see, sheep I see. Alright, let me check one moment the map. Alright, we're still going. Oh, there's actually Pasanaurio, there it is, yeah, where we were sitting before. Another restaurant in their chain, looks like. Alright, I think we just keep following this road, eh? I think basically forbidden to get sick again, yeah. I know. You tell him, you tell me. Not allowed. There's like a lot of big buildings here, dude. Georgian National Academy of Sciences here. Ah. Oh, that's some epic building indeed, eh? I think they got like Armenian tooth here, like the volcanic rock. The texture kind of looks familiar, and like the shape of blocks still. But not sure, maybe something else. Dr. Science, yeah. What the fuck? Deep fake performance. What the fuck is that? What the fuck? Did AI got too far, you know? Did AI get too far? Holy. That's some mega tower in the center also. What is this? There's some device there. What the fuck is that? Ticket office. It doesn't seem like it works, this thing, though. Sure what it is even. Oh, it's just basically, oh, it's like automatically getting you up there. This is like a bunch of, what's the name? Escalators, eh? Like the dink spiral looking ones, I guess. That seems kind of like it, I guess, though. Nothing actually really super fancy about it. Походу, просто эскалаторы, что ли, винтовые. Типа, покупаешь билет, он тебя везет наверх. And it looks like there is no like view or something from the top anyway, so I guess we can skip that. Let's see, sheep, I see. That sounds like you have experience with those, huh? Where'd you get that? Where'd you get that, brother? Have some deep dark secrets there. Deep dark fantasies. Водички какой еще взять, как думаешь? Да? Наверное, тоже с портфелем просто. Пойдем. Вот там. По классике. Alright. Момент. Набери точно. This one. Oh, good. Got him. Yeah, there's a lot of spars here. We have them in Russia too. Obviously, after 22, they all became like something else. Oh, fresh borjomi, man, right from Georgia. Feels good. Alright, friend, gonna move it to the backpack. It's a jazz club there, apparently. That's something jazz club, I guess. And the self-checkout works fine too. Feels good. All fast. I got some borjomi to drink. The local, super popular mineral water. CLSC. The one and only year. There it is. Что, проголодался, Гарик? Проголодался? One and only. They actually have the Minecraft sauce there. We got some yesterday. The Nether Lava sauce was actually kind of good. It was actually kind of good. Not gonna lie. It was quite spicy. It was quite spicy. Yeah, the metro station. Deportable, enjoy. Not a green wall. This one's very green. Not just some vines. That's actually something more solid there. Georgian craft beer and snooze collective. Damn, son. Stop smoking, start snoozing. They're forcing opening some business in Tbilisi. And I guess Forsen already stopped with that already at this point. I'm not sure, haven't watched in a while. Don't know if he's still practicing. Even a lady in the glasses wiping her eyes. Everyone gets the shit in their eyes. Snus sniffing tobacco? No, snus is sucking tobacco, I guess, because they ain't really chewing. I just have this like tree shit everywhere. I thankfully don't think I have allergies in general, but just the fact that I just like breathe in a whole bunch of that in my eyes and my nose, everywhere. It's just everywhere. I think it's still flying here, dude. Enough. Enough, please. Tasty exhaust dust. No, just like some stuff from trees pretty much flying. And my friend also caught a bunch with his eyes. I did. Something building at the end there. Damn sun. Even the hoodies. Didn't actually that one die? I think maybe that one did. I don't remember. There was like one that died recently. I wonder if that's the one. I thought they closed that one. And also after it was closed, recently one of my friends who was like a giga rich and doing a bunch of crypto suddenly started, you know, borrowing money and everything. And his wife also said us in secret that shit is really bad. Can't stop smoking at this time, son. Well, it was actually kind of easy for me. I can try to get some substitute, you know. Oh, the insane trash bins. Loud trash bins. Tell you that. But trash bins nonetheless, some people like those. There's also some mega squares here. A lot of roads, a lot of people. I see sheep, I see. True, I agree. I started as a social experience back in the day, in my teenage years. And then I managed to stop. And actually isolating myself from that social environment that was smoking for a bit. Just like meeting with friends a bit rarer. It did help me to stop it. I want to play some chess. Hey, one sec, gonna check. Where are we and where are we going still? Alright, we're still going. Well, he's still going. Oh, there's a cat there too. Damn, sneaky. Didn't even notice you there.
It's just master.
Yeah, the chess master arrived. Can't even see the void with the reflection together. Yeah, a little void. The water pipes at the parties, yeah, those are nice. Those are what got me now in occasional, you know, drinking, smoking, basically. If it wouldn't be the water pipes, I wouldn't even return to that ever. But the water pipes got me back just when I drink, though, which is like once a month, so. When it's like, you know, the drinking, not just like random beer, which happens rarely, like yesterday, just because in the cafe I wanted to try some. Maybe today we also get some, we'll see in the evening. Paris Saint-Germain, oh, it's PSG where the Georgian guy playing, I think. It's a kind of like interesting thing about like the smaller nations. It's just like, you know, some guy from their country is like somewhere in other countries, you know, being famous and stuff, and like the whole country like roots for them. And like their football team also did really good last year, and like holy, it was like the whole country watching. We could hear it. Oh, there's one.
I promise, no, I promise.
Not this one.
Yeah, still going. Serbia's talking about Djokovic, right? Some modern big buildings, some weird minimalism going in, I guess. Unpopular opinion, but like minimalism is like castrated constructivism. Same cubic shit, but with less style. Hot take probably, but yeah. Don't mind minimalism though too much. Depends. An opinion on that? Oh, my opinion is also like very uneducated. Let's put it that way. It's probably about like, you know, like one type of minimalistic things compared to the better kinds of constructivism, you know. And bad examples and good examples everywhere though. I feel like kind of less shit flying around here at least. Some chill, little coffee square. Let's get the coffee and sit around. Feels good. Then it's like style of the monument sort of looks like he has hair everywhere. He has like curly hair on head, but because of how like the the material looks at the bottom part, it feels like he's just like curly all over the place. Some local Chewbacca there. Actually, Chewbacca is not curly though, but still. Now, speaking of wine, you can get a bunch here. Pretty cheap, pretty good. And cheese, so. Radio was already. Enjoy, man, enjoy. Good luck with the work. Enjoy the lurk. Enjoy work too if you can, of course. Your local MILF. The fuck? Chewing about, brother. The obscure wool writings. There it is. What are you on about? People with ice cream here already. And like plus 17. In Uzbekistan they started whipping out all the ice cream when it was like 30 already, I guess, close to it. Like 25. They do love the ice cream though, and they do make good ice cream too. It's actually pretty good here. Yeah, it's the university, I think. In the trees there. Ah, Taras Shevchenko, yeah. Figured it. Respecting the Ukrainian authors feels good. They do love Ukraine and Georgia. I mean, even next to the university, you can see the flag there. I'm just setting the dang street with the buses and bus stops in the middle, kind of like trams trams are usually, and there's no trams. There's only dang buses. You know, like the stop and the dedicated bus lane in the center of the road, not at the edges. the new law draft. Which one? Which one? It's a really green area, actually. A really green street. Very nice. Oh, that stuff? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, if you get convicted into doing something bad abroad, they can confiscate your stuff back home, yeah. Well, that, I mean, is, you know, part of the reason I'm not outspoken and stuff about it. I know people who do, who are, and I mean, I respect it. But yeah, I'm still too old to burn bridges completely, you know. Let's put it that way. Still, already, rather, not still. Too old and too old and too poor, you know, to afford it. Cafe Borch, damn son. Right, we should be kind of getting already closer to the final part. I think. I thought it's like some ding conceptual bench. No, it's just broken. It looks like. Should be somewhere already close to the destination. So yeah, tomorrow we will, if I manage to make it happen, that will be probably after we pass Armenian border. Like I could start from here, but here is kind of like, I don't know, an hour maybe or something. So, and then it's the border, and on the border you can't really film anything, right? So I will need to turn it off. And kind of pointless. So I guess we pass the border, and after that I already finish it, right? So we're probably gonna do it that way. And that will be, so we're leaving at 9 local time, which is 7 for you. I mean, technically, I guess at around 9 European time might be doable. Probably later, though. Most likely. Well, let's make it like 10 maybe AM or something. We'll see. I will try. It really depends on the connection, how the connection will be. Because I have only one SIM card of mine. I will try to use my friend's one. And maybe I'll ask driver to share the connection so I can at least connect the chat to it. And maybe 2 full ones will be enough, maybe. We'll see. Some parts might be kind of really bad connection, some parts might be kind of manageable, maybe. So I will try the road trip stream, maybe. I mean, I did try the railroad trip, right, in Armenia. Yeah, there were some moments when it was completely dead gear, but I think we can try still. So yeah, I'll do that tomorrow. Well, I will talk with the driver obviously too. Maybe he's like opposed to it and doesn't want to. Like, we'll see. I will ask him. If he doesn't mind, then I will do the road trip. I will update, I will post, because yeah, we're departing at 9 and then at 7 for you. And yeah, around like 9-10 for you, I will be potentially able already to pass the border and start the stream then. Like if it works, that'll be good, because like the nature is beautiful there in Armenia, and those roads are amazing, they're really cool. So hopefully I will be able to share that. If not, then we'll see. Because the thing is, like, this hosting that allows me right now to stream without like having some PC running at home, because I mean I don't have home right now, right? PC is in the hotel basically, and I would need to have it all on and with decent connection to be able to do it. So I have the server for that, the hosting, and that one runs out on Friday, and it's like $60. So like for one day I kind of don't really want to get it, because after that I just want to, like, you know, to get to the desktop streaming for a while, which will depend how fast we will find the apartment. Which we tomorrow already gonna start. Like we're arriving supposedly 3 p.m. local time, and like go to the realty agency and just like start, you know, looking for options, and maybe already gonna go check a couple of options, and hopefully some will be good and we're just gonna pick something instantly, maybe even move instantly. That'll be like a dream. If not, then I hope on Friday we already will be able to move and I'll set up stuff. But yeah, potentially Friday will be off though. But tomorrow I will try to do some road trip, at least shit for sure, 100%, and hopefully like Saturday, Sunday I will be able already to stream. That will be the best way, the luckiest outcome. But alright, gonna call it now, gonna go deal with some bank stuff while I'm here in Georgia with my company banks and everything. And yeah, after that gonna go to the store, get some stuff that we will probably take with us also to Armenia. Wanted to get some like smoked cheese here. We have a fridge in the hotel anyway. And some local beer actually to our friends also, you know, to kind of, we're gonna be staying probably at friends' place potentially too, until we find stuff. So gonna, you know, provide them with some goodies from Georgia then. So yeah, that's gonna be the plan. And yeah, for now I'm out then. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all the support. Some resubs, followers, donors, appreciate it a lot. Sorry if I missed something. Yeah, if you want to see the Sulfur bad stuff, it's in the beginning of the stream. The very beginning was really bad because connection is dog there. But I still managed to get some pixelated, you know, footage. And then at the very end, and then after that, I managed to kind of like at least film the bats themselves when we were leaving, because could get the backpack outside to get some connection. So at least I showed the bats. But yeah, other than that, you know, some food, some walking, nothing crazy. But yeah, thank you. Hope you guys enjoying this little shitty IRL streams while I'm moving the countries. I don't have the downtime. So yeah, see you guys maybe tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then most likely on Saturday or something. I'll try to come up with something, even if we don't find the apartment. Don't want to take like a long breaks and stuff. But hopefully tomorrow too. So yeah, thank you once again. Enjoy the rest of your evening, your day still. I love y'all. Bye-bye.